All right. I haven't done a YouTube video this week because I've been crazier than it's been nuts. They do like a Mr. Rogers. If you want to be my neighbor, I gotta change my shoes. We're going up on the roof. So this week's been full of breakdowns, logs, you name it. I think yesterday we got 16 to 20 semi-loads in yesterday. And I spent all day wrenching, so I didn't even get the log yard full. I think me and Perry left at 7:30 last night. We get logs like crazy. We've had air problems. We're Tuesday, let's see, this morning was Wednesday morning, we had 87,000 feet out for the week. First 2 days made 87,000 feet. Red oak and low grade poplar. I'm hoping this week we get close to 200,000 feet out. All right, let's head up on the roof. It's starting to rain a bit, and I hate that. I hope I don't make a logger mad or nothing, but I'm really appreciating a little bit of rain to slow these logs down because they're coming in like crazy. We've got too many logs for the time of the year. Debarker's been doing pretty good. I ordered some carbide strips. I'm gonna put on them paddles. We'll see how that does. I go scope it out in here. See how the guys are doing. He has no smile. He's a grumpy ass. He smiles. So last round mowing and mat runs. John's on the debarker. No, Cody's on debarker. He says you can't afford him as far as an actor. Got to sign a contract. You know it don't hurt to smile. It is hump day. Jason says every day Jason goes, smile, it's hump day. Every day's hump day for Jason. Oh, we're caught up on ties. Ties been going crazy. We're caught up on them. We need tie blocks sold. Anybody need any firewood? I think she's 25 or 50% off right now. So come load up for firewood and get ready for the winter. You never know, winter's right around the corner. Well, we're gonna have to go up and get on the roof. So it's been nuts. Red oak, the tariff thing with the red oak is just, oh God. Every lumber company out there is freaking out over the tariffs because everybody been dealing with China over there, and so Trump, and I ain't touching that. I don't know if it's good or bad or what, ugly, whatever, but all I know is we're all dealing with it. And there's companies out there, one of the big lumber companies we deal with said they're going to lose $12 million over the tariff with the containers coming back. Mill looks a little different from up here. We got to look at the lumber yard, man. Filling that baby up. And the ties are starting to move good. I'm proud of the ties. That's my department. And then there's cants going to, down there right ahead of us, the cants going down to pallet companies. And then there's a pallet stock. And there's logs, and there's Mr. Matt. Rolls in. He's trying logging out. He's a childhood friend. Went to school with this old boy. And he ran him a mill for a good while. And then the tie thing went to shit last year. So he said, screw it, I'm gonna log a while. He's figuring, heck with it, longer weight goes the mill. He said, I'm gonna go out and log it. But look at that. It's the wrong time of year to have that many logs in the log yard for our company. Especially with the red oak tanking. All these lumber companies don't want red oak or don't pay nothing for it. We've had to cut the the good red oak logs. We had to cut the prices on them. Hate that for the daggone loggers. I hate cutting the prices for the loggers. But I told her, I said, daggone, Mommy! Dad! Up here! Up here! Hey! She's been on me. She said, you're a day late. You didn't get your YouTube video done. I'm like, all right, I'll do something. It won't be great, but it'll be something. So we're going to do some roofing. There's Jason. He went up on the roof with me last time. We got to go all the way over there and start working over there. You motherfucking bastard! I'll be back. It's freaking ridiculous. I dropped all my caulk, so I hollered at Mommy. She had to come up to help me pick up my caulk. Mommy, can you help me pick up my caulk? I got my caulk everywhere. Mommy's had to help me pick it up. Yeah, I got a box, but it fell apart, busted a bunch of them. Oh man, man, I think my caulk's busted. Oh man, it busted my caulk.
You need to measure?
Yeah, I gotta measure over because I know where the hole is in the roof. I went to bring the box over and drop my caulk. That's terrible. Thanks, Mommy, for helping me pick up my caulk. Can you come up? Can you come up and help me? Can you come up and hand my caulk over to me?
Stay there, good buddy.
You are my good buddy. Mommy's my good buddy. So if you're out and you drop your caulk, you can call her Mommy. She'll help you pick it up. You got nothing better to do? Okay.
I'll pick up your caulk.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're gonna don't drop my caulk.
Oh, it's heavy.
That's a lot of caulk, eh?
Dirty.
You ain't pick up. I got dirty caulk. You ain't pick you up? Or you wanna go around?
Oh, that was forgetting.
Here, you can step right there and I can help you up, big baby. Here. Don't be a baby. Here, just step a distance. Down here. Be better.
I'm not coordinated at all.
I know you're not coordinated. There, see? Okay, I got you, Mom. Hey, I got you. Okay. Woo! Man. Boy, my chips is down. I dropped my caulk. Here you go, Mom.
All right, pick it up.
I'll grab my caulk box.
You're terrible. All right. Oh my gosh, I do not like heights and waves. Be careful. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yes, Mom. I'll try not to drop my caulk.
Here, you want me to hand it to you? Oh, the bottom of your caulk. Okay, there you go. Whoa, look how far you can see. Have you been showing everybody the view?
It's pretty, ain't it? Look how right there.
No, hell no, I ain't getting on the freaking roof. I'm not crazy. Gee.
You want to come and help me spread my caulk?
Spread your own.
I got to spread my own. She said I got to spread my own caulk and she's busy. Okay, well, let's go spread the caulk. We're going to go spread my caulk, okay? No! No! I don't know who boxes this caulk, but the caulk box sucks. All right, now we're gonna go over where the file room's at. Some of this roof's getting old. It's hump day! It's hump day! He's my buddy. That son of a buck is a workingest man. There ain't nobody here that can outwork him. That's for sure. Let's go up and see what's going on over the roof here. Yeah, buddy. Dad and Matt's bull messing. All right. Now we got to measure over 20 feet from the wall. That's where the leak's at. And I've been putting some caulk on the cracks. Been putting caulk in the cracks. And the leaks are getting better, but we still got a leak in the file room, so I gotta fix it up better than what we've been doing. Caulk box is holding my caulk all right, but I made a mess out of my caulk gun. I got too much caulk on it, so it's starting to act up. So we're gonna call it good because we think we got all the leaks anyways, but there's a few ribs over there I hadn't got, and if we get more leaks back, I'll work on them next. But I gotta fix my caulk gun because it ain't handling my caulk right. So let's peep up over the ridge top and see what these guys are doing up here. I seen a load of logs come in again while I was up here. Yeah, Wes went out and got a load from one of the other loggers out there. Oh, there's Zach and Timmy talking. How you doing, Ricky Bob? How you doing, old buddy? Ricky Bob's up there. How you doing? Nothing. Well, I better get in the log yard and get them logs took up and sorted. Maybe I won't be here till 7:30 tonight. How you doing, old buddy? Woo! I wish I had something to throw at him. I'd throw something at him. No, 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 I ain't got the balls to try. He is Jason James. He's like a little kid. See, Timmy used to work here. Oh, hell. All right, let's get back to work. Screw off time's over. How about might get a few give me Hades over climbing around unsafely. I'm pretty acrobatic, all in all. Starting to warm up. Getting warmer during the days. It's getting about 80 during the day. Dropping down about 60 at night. Okay, Andrew, they still ain't figured out how to spell your last name, so. But we do love free logs, right?
Yeah, bring more of those in.
Bring more free logs.
More free.
We're gonna be, where's my tape measure?
Oh. I even handed it to you. Did you take it to the truck?
No. Whatever.
You're in.
24 prime. 16. 21 prime. 16 you're in prime. What's your diameter? 16?
Yep, 16.
Prime. 16. 18. Pop 1. 8. 13. 2. Okay, we got to wait too long. 16 you're in.
13?
Hallow 1. 16. 21 prime. 14, 17, power 1. 16 year in, pop 1. 14 year in, pop 1. 14, pop 2. 16 year in, pallet 1. Skinny way. Pretty rough log. Long 14.
Split over here.
Give him pop 2. He's got plenty of swell. Well, you want to pop to it? It's got one common in. Okay. 10 year in, 2. 8. 8. All right, so I told Perry we got done. We're all caught up, and we're gonna go ahead and sort them all. I told him I'll get them all sorted, get them in the right stacks, and get everything done and all tidy because I don't give a fuck. That's why. I told him if he keeps it up, I'm gonna go buy me a motorcycle and I'm gonna drive it up against stuff that I don't agree with, and I'm gonna just rev it up at it. That's what kind of animal I am. Yeah. Let's help Perry get the sorting done because he don't know. He needs help. He's helpless. If he's helpless, I'm gonna be helpful. That's how we're gonna roll here. He's helpless, so I'm gonna be helpful to help him be helpless. And he'd think I was full of something, but it wouldn't be help. I don't think. Some people are helpless. You just can't help. I marked with a line, we're selling them. We're getting too many logs and I can't. We ain't gonna make no money off of them, but I ain't gonna lose money on them either. So I'm just gonna sell them and get them out of here. Because we're getting the time of year, we're having too many logs for the time of year it is. Start into these from the side. We're just going to turn around and sell off, so we don't have it here on the place. I don't want to be sitting on red oak. Right now, the tariff thing, red oak is scary.
yourself
Oh,
there.
am I in
But
there?
the camera's here.
I don't
The
know where
camera's right
anything is. Hi.
That's where you gotta look at the camera.
But I like to see like what I look like. when
You're
you
not
turn
supposed to be
around.
looking at yourself. That's awful conceited.
I know.
That's conceited.
With my hair's messed up.
Well, your hair's gonna be messed up here. There. And look.
Oh, I got you a bug on your hands. Oh my gosh.
I got black caulk on my hands.
Well, you shouldn't be playing with the
I had
caulk.
I had more cock jokes, and this
I actually come up with some too later on after I was picking up the empty cocks.
you start thinking about it as you pick up the empty cock tubes.
Yeah, some of them were empty.
You know how many construction workers has abused that throughout their career? Okay,
Well,
so go ahead.
No. I just,
Okay, well, the end of the vidget, it sucks, but the end of the vidget, I'm sorting in the yard, and I wanted to talk to these, share with the YouTube people here that, like last week, well, how our footage is going up. All the guys have been coming together to bring our footage up, because it's really helping to get these logs through, and it's really helping through these tight times with the tariff and all that stuff. It's helping us stay in the profit picture, and because your fixed expenses don't change, and then we sit there and we through management and proper teamwork through the guys that work there and gals, we maximize our time efficiency, yeah, and not waste our time. And
yeah, you're doing good with downtime.
what did we do last week? Last week we started with hickory, which is terrible. Those of you that's familiar with hickory.
Yeah, that took like a day and a half.
Yeah, we did a day and a half of hickory, and then how long of hard maple?
Another day and a half. I think
So the first 3 days of last week was hickory and hard maple. Those of you familiar with sawmilling, hickory and hard maple, that's your slow week. And then smaller logs, hard logs, and the hickory cuts like crap. And
then we ended up finished on red oak.
we finished on red oak to help the numbers out a little bit. But what did we finish last week at?
Our footage was 163.
163,000 feet for the week. This week, it's Wednesday night when we're making this. We're a day late on the YouTube. Sorry, everybody. But we are at
About 140.
we're at 140,000 feet on day 3, so we're shooting for getting close to 200,000 feet this week. We won't miss it by a lot. If
No.
we might even make it, we'll see. So I mean, our production's almost doubled.
Doubled, yeah.
And these loggers, what they're needing out of us, especially with the tariffs now, China ain't taking
Logs.
their logs or lumber or nothing, and I guess they fell off the end of the map,
Yeah, I don't know.
end of the bowl of rice. Fell off the end of the map. Rice fix.
They build their houses with
It's
rice.
okay to make fun of them because they're making fun of us. I've been seeing that Donald Trump fat Americans doing stuff. You seen that?
I haven't seen it.
They've been sharing like Chinese. The CCP's been doing like a smear campaign where they're taking these fat guys, a whole bunch of big fat guys, and they're trying to do like picking cotton. They show them picking cotton, they're all wearing MAGA hats, "Make America Great
Make
Again,"
America Great Again.
and then American flag shirts and stuff like that. And they going, and they're trying to do like make shoes. One of them, there was a sewing machine trying to show.
Oh,
It's
God.
just
Well, it'll all balance out again, I think.
yeah, I
Cross our
can. They
fingers.
can. It's just,
Yeah.
jeez.
So
What a
it's
mess.
It's going to be hard for the short time, but
Ron told me the other day, he said the funniest thing. He said, all right, he said, well, we're just going to have to wait till this Xi Jinping and Donald Trump gets together and they measure to see whose wee whopper's the biggest, and then we can get back to work.
yeah, exactly.
But it ain't that way. It's very complex. I'm not choosing sides, and I'm not claiming to know anything about it. I realize it's way over my pay grade how this tariff thing works, but it's really, really affecting our business, isn't it?
It is, yes.
It's very much so affecting our business.
Yeah.
And
when
lot of
all
businesses.
the lumber gets dumped on the market here shortly, it'll be, I don't know, what's
So
going to happen.
you was talking to a big lumber company the other day, and they said how much is they going to lose in this?
He said one of the mills he sells to is going to lose about $500,000, or one of the mills that sells to him is going to lose about $500,000.
And then what about the big
And
lumber company?
Another company's got 200 containers coming back that they're going to dump on the market. They said they could try and resell it, but the other ports in these countries aren't as big as China, so the waiting time to get in.
The big one, the big whammy, was 12 million, wasn't it? The B word.
The 600 containers coming back. Yes, that was 12.
That's 12 million.
Yes.
It figures they're
And
going
they're
to
already
reach 12.
shutting mills down.
Yeah, they're shutting mills down and stuff. That company is so.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's not small potatoes. It's big. It's
Yeah.
big. Well, the one in Kentucky, they're bringing 200 containers back, or they not?
Yeah.
And that's all red oak face and one
Yeah.
common.
Yep. Face.
So
Yeah, the
I
lower
mean,
grade seems to be holding its own. The one and the two. And the
well,
three.
that's all domestic.
So, yeah.
But how do you know they ain't gonna be sitting there taking face lumber and throwing it in the trailer floors?
Well, that's what you have to wonder. You gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know.
I was talking to Andrew the other day, and he said he remembers his dad talks about a time back in the day when Walnut Tank, back in the, I guess the 90s or 80s or sometime like that, they was cutting walnut cross ties.
Oh my lord. Jeez. I can imagine.
And they probably made shitty ties at that.
Yeah.
And too soft.
Gosh. Well, let's hope it don't come back down to that.
Yeah.
But we've been doing pretty good. We spend a lot more time, talking to our customers, seeing what's going on, and pretty diversified. So it's more time, but it's worth it. So.
Oh, you've been working your mommy's been doing.
It's not physically hard, but
Well,
it's
Big
only
Ma-
cutting trees. But
Well, Big Mama says that she says, man, Ann's a better. Mama's proud of Ann because Ann's a talking and she's a dealing with. Where's your white oak going next? Well, don't tell company names. I don't think that's kosher, but what cities?
I'm not sure of the city on the Missouri. One load's going out to Missouri.
We're sending one load to Missouri and the other load to.
Down to Tennessee. So.
Okay, well, what load is the hard maple?
That
The
goes
brown
to
maple's
Kentucky.
going to.
Oh, Alabama.
Alabama.
I've had them for a while. Yeah, because in hard maple you have your different grades, your unselected, and you have your white. So we picked up the unselected customer here about a year ago, and we do give them some white too, but you get a little mix of both. So.
But she's working with lumber brokers and then just working with the lumber companies.
Yeah,
and
a really good broker working
she
with.
just
so.
doing everything, pulling every string and every daggone lever she can pull to
I'm
get this
driving
lumber.
everybody crazy, but
Yeah.
so don't forget about us.
They'll buy lumber from her just to get her off the phone.
Probably so. Yeah.
But
we're definitely grateful for.
yes, very
everything.
grateful.
So.
Man, can't thank our people enough, can't thank Mommy enough, can't thank the lumber companies enough that we sell to. And we definitely can't thank the loggers enough, man. You loggers been bringing stuff into us. Heck, our logging equipment's been parked for over a month now. We can't even run our logging equipment.
Yeah,
we're getting so much
buried.
logs in. It's been sitting up there on the job, and Whitey was parked on the neighbor. The other day, Derek just went up and got Whitey because we felt like it's rude leaving it at the neighbor's barnyard because we ain't even, our equipment's been sitting so long. We just
Thank
drove.
gosh we had it.
Yeah, because the air compressors went down.
Yeah.
It was great. So like yesterday, the coupler screw compressor, 75 horse screw compressor, the coupler coming out of the electric motor disintegrated.
Oil went everywhere.
Yeah, and an oil puked out, expensive, right, real expensive, more expensive than transmission fluid, like 2 gallon of it sloshed out. But anyways, we got to run 2 75 horse compressors to run our mill. Well, one just went down, and we're like, we are not slowing down. We're going to push this footage out no matter what. So we got the Banana, which is our shop truck from the mill. Derek had Whitey back, so we took Whitey, the Banana, and then Perry ran a hose across from the shop, and we had 3 air compressors hooked up to the mill, tapped into the lines, plus the Quincy, the 75 horse Quincy running down below to get it. And we sawed like that all week so far. We just got the compressor going this afternoon, the Wednesday afternoon. We just did get the Sullivan, yeah, the Sullivan running down there in the pallet room, and
And
We just
not
passed
really
the-
missed a beat, you know?
Yeah, we was 140. By Wednesday, we was 138,000.
Yeah.
We're at 138,000 for the week by Wednesday.
It's
Without
amazing
air.
what you can do. Yeah.
Mikey said, just imagine what we could have got done. He said if we could have dogged the logs we had on the carriage.
Yeah, they don't have enough air to grab.
Yeah, they don't have enough air. They get to sawing that big. See, we got in that big red oak that was supposed to be thick stock, but because of this tariff crap, Mommy said, well, I got the 4-quarter moved, got somebody conned into buying the 4-quarter. Let's take them thick stock logs we got that big money in and just saw it down for 4-quarter and get it out of here for all the ocean liners end up. When them ocean liners get back to port and they bring them containers back and they start dumping that red oak on the market, we want to have our yard down to a manageable size.
Well, a bunch of customers are saying they can't even get to their containers right now. So
Good.
it's gonna be.
Well, if we keep it that way,
it'll be a long, long time.
Yeah, maybe one of them deals. You ever seen them where the container ship gets to rocking and the next thing you know, all them containers fall out in the ocean? Maybe we need some of that to have in that red oak. Anybody out there in the container yard, start your big container fire out there so it can't screw up the market.
Go on strike or something.
They claim the insurance. They surely got insurance on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we'll quit horsing around. Thanks everybody for watching. Sorry the video didn't have a lot of content. It just
Been crazy.
It's been very crazy.
Yeah.
Very crazy. Very, very crazy.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Yep. That's it?
That's
I'm
it.
good. All right.
That's all I got.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.